At first glance, this $1 coin may look like just another piece of American currency, but in reality, it carries the weight of history, power, war, and leadership. This is the Ulysses S. Grant Presidential $1 coin, a coin that represents one of the most complex and influential figures in United States history. Holding this coin is like holding a silent witness to the American Civil War, the struggle to reunite a divided nation, and the rise of a man who led both armies and a country during its most fragile moments. Ulysses S. Grant was not born into greatness, nor did he seek fame for personal glory. His journey began in 1822 in a small town in Ohio, where no one could have imagined that this quiet, determined boy would one day become the commanding general who defeated the Confederacy, and later the 18th President of the United States. The coin captures his portrait with a calm yet firm expression, symbolizing a leader who believed in action more than words. His eyes, engraved in metal, seem to reflect years of hardship, battlefield decisions, and the burden of leadership. The front side of the coin displays Grant's portrait with the inscription Ulysses S. Grant along the top, while below it reads, "In God We Trust," and 18th President 1869-1877. These words are not just decorative elements. They define an era. Grant's presidency came at a time when America was healing from the scars of civil war. The nation was broken, trust was fragile, and unity was uncertain. Grant stepped into office not as a politician by trade, but as a soldier who understood sacrifice, discipline, and loyalty. This coin belongs to the Presidential $1 coin program, launched by the United States Mint to honor former presidents in the order they served. Grant's coin was released in 2012, and it stands out because his legacy is deeply tied to survival and reconstruction. Unlike some presidents remembered mainly for speeches or laws, Grant is remembered for decisive action. He accepted surrender at Appomattox Courthouse in 1865, effectively ending the Civil War, an act that saved countless lives and shaped the future of the nation. The reverse side of the coin features the Statue of Liberty, holding her torch high, a symbol recognized across the world. On this coin, liberty represents freedom preserved through struggle. For Grant, freedom was not just an idea. It was a cause he fought for on the battlefield and defended during his presidency. He strongly supported civil rights for newly freed African Americans and used federal power to combat groups like the Ku Klux Klan, making his administration one of the most aggressive in protecting constitutional rights during Reconstruction. When collectors look at this coin, they do not only see metal and design, they see a story of contradiction and courage. Grant was a brilliant military leader, yet his presidency was troubled by corruption scandals involving members of his administration. The true beauty of the Ulysses S. Grant Presidential $1 coin lies not only in the man it honors, but in the thoughtful design and symbolism carefully engraved into every surface. Coins are more than currency. They are miniature monuments. And this particular coin was designed to communicate strength, endurance, and historical continuity. When the United States Mint prepared this coin, the goal was not simply to create another dollar, but to preserve a chapter of American identity in metal form. The obverse, or front side, of the coin presents a detailed portrait of Ulysses S. Grant. His face is shown, mature and serious, reflecting the weight of responsibility he carried during his lifetime. Unlike idealized or heroic depictions seen on some historical coins, Grant's portrait is realistic and restrained. This artistic choice mirrors his personality. Grant was not a man of dramatic speeches or public showmanship. He was known for quiet determination and unwavering resolve. The engraver captured this essence by emphasizing natural facial lines, a firm gaze, and a composed posture. Surrounding Grant's portrait is clean, balanced typography. The inscription of his name, Ulysses S. Grant, is bold but not overpowering, ensuring that the focus remains on the man himself. Below, the words, "In God We Trust," serve as both a national motto and a reminder of the moral and spiritual foundation the country relied upon during times of crisis. The inclusion of 18th President 1869-1877 grounds the coin in its historical timeline, instantly connecting the viewer to the Reconstruction era following the Civil War. Turning to the reverse side, the Statue of Liberty dominates the design with commanding presence. Liberty stands tall, torch raised high, symbolizing enlightenment, freedom, and hope. On this coin, liberty is not passive or ornamental. She is strong and forward-facing, much like the nation Grant worked to protect. Her torch represents guidance through darkness, a powerful metaphor for America's journey after years of war and division. The words United States of America arch across the top, reinforcing national identity, while one clearly marks the coin's denomination. The simplicity of the reverse design ensures universal recognition while allowing the symbolic power of liberty to speak for itself. This balance between clarity and symbolism is what makes the coin effective, both as legal tender and as a collectible piece. From a technical standpoint, the Ulysses S. Grant $1 coin is composed of a manganese brass clad, giving it a distinctive golden color. Despite its appearance, it contains no actual gold. The golden tone was chosen to differentiate it from other circulating coins and to give it a sense of prestige. This visual appeal plays a significant role in attracting collectors, especially those new to numismatics who are drawn to its bold color and historical theme. The coin has a smooth edge inscribed with additional information, including the when people first encounter the Ulysses S. Grant presidential $1 coin, the most common question that arises is simple: is this coin valuable? On the surface, it carries a face value of $1. But in the world of coin collecting, value is never determined by denomination alone. Instead, it is shaped by demand, condition, history, and the emotional connection collectors feel toward the story behind the coin. The Grant dollar occupies a unique position where historical importance meets modern circulation, creating a quiet but steady interest among numismatists. In general circulation, most Ulysses S. Grant $1 coins are worth their face value. However, this does not mean the coin lacks potential. Coins that have been handled frequently show wear on Grant's portrait, softening facial details and reducing overall eye appeal. These circulated examples are common, but as years pass and fewer remain in pristine condition, well-preserved specimens become increasingly desirable. This slow disappearance from circulation is one of the key factors that can influence future value. Uncirculated Grant dollar coins, especially those preserved straight from mint rolls or collector sets, already command a premium over face value. Coins with sharp details, clean surfaces, and original luster are far more appealing to collectors. Even small differences in condition can significantly impact value. A coin graded as mint state, meaning it has never entered circulation, holds far greater appeal than one with visible scratches or dull surfaces. Professional grading services play a major role in determining collector value. When a Ulysses S. Grant $1 coin is graded and encapsulated by a reputable grading company, it gains credibility and protection. High-grade examples, particularly those graded MS-67 or higher, are far less common and can sell for many times their original value. These coins are sought after not because they are rare in quantity, but because they are rare in perfection. Collector demand for this coin is driven by more than numbers. Grant is a powerful historical figure, respected for preserving the Union and fighting for civil rights during Reconstruction. Many collectors build thematic collections focused on U.S. presidents, Civil War history, or American leadership. In such collections, the Grant dollar becomes an essential piece, adding emotional and historical depth rather than just monetary value. Another factor that adds interest is the edge lettering. Some Grant $1 coins exhibit variations in edge inscription placement, including differences in alignment or strength of lettering. While major errors are rare, minor variations spark curiosity among specialists. Error collectors are always searching for unusual examples, and even small anomalies can transform an ordinary coin into a conversation piece. Market trends show that modern presidential coins often experience waves of interest. Initially, they are widely available. Beyond standard examples, the Ulysses S. Grant presidential $1 coin hides a world that only experienced collectors truly understand. This world is built around minting errors, subtle variations, and production quirks that transform an ordinary $1 coin into a rare and desirable artifact. These imperfections are not flaws in the eyes of collectors. Instead, they are fingerprints of the minting process, making each affected coin unique. One of the most discussed aspects of presidential $1 coins is edge lettering. Unlike traditional coins where inscriptions appear on the front or back, these coins feature lettering on the edge. This process, while innovative, opened the door to several types of errors. Some grant $1 coins exist with weak or incomplete edge lettering, while others show doubled or misaligned inscriptions. In rare cases, coins have been found with missing edge lettering entirely. These pieces are highly sought after because they represent a breakdown in the minting sequence, a moment where human engineering failed and created something unexpected. Another notable category is rotated edge lettering. On properly struck coins, the edge lettering aligns consistently with the obverse and reverse designs. However, some grant dollars display rotated inscriptions, meaning the edge text appears upside down or misaligned relative to the coin's faces. While minor rotation is common, extreme rotation draws serious attention from collectors who specialize in mint anomalies. Die errors also play a role in elevating a coin's desirability. Die cracks, die chips, and doubled features can occasionally appear on grant $1 coins. These errors occur when the metal dies used to strike coins develop flaws over time. A die crack may appear as a raised line across the coin's surface, while a die chip can create extra metal blobs in unexpected places. Such features add character and individuality, especially when they do not interfere with the coin's main design. Another fascinating variation involves strike quality. Some grant dollars were struck with slightly weaker pressure, resulting in softer details on Grant's hair or Liberty's torch. While weak strikes are generally less desirable, unusually strong strikes with razor-sharp details are prized. Coins that show full design elements, crisp lettering, and clean surfaces stand out dramatically when compared side by side with average examples. Collectors also pay close attention to mint marks. Grant $1 coins were produced at different U.S. mint facilities, and while overall mintages are high, demand can vary depending on the mint of origin. Some collectors aim to build complete sets by mint, searching for the finest example from each location. This pursuit increases competition for top-quality coins, especially those preserved in original condition. Preservation is where expert collectors separate themselves from casual hobbyists. Even a potentially valuable error coin can lose appeal if it is poorly